What is up, party people? Welcome to an episode of Hog Rider Gaming this time around. Our first, actual episode. The other episode we had was more like a preliminary, hey, this is what we're going to be talking about this podcast. But this is the first one. The first one. It's been so long since we've recorded because school's been kicking my butt. Braven up there is engaged and at school and at work. So he's just been doing all the things. Ethan just got a new job, so he's been doing all the things. Chad's new. He's not even part of the podcast. He's just a special guest today. But we're going to get to that later. If you guys don't know, this is Hog Rider Gaming, but it's under the channel Hog Rider Radio, where we just, just a few guys talking about whatever. It could be movies, in this case today, games. It could be talking about just random moments in our lives that are funny, or it could get serious sometimes, we never know. But I'm going to introduce our guest today. I'm your gorgeous host, Dylan Branscombe. I don't know if I said that. I probably didn't. But now you know that I'm your gorgeous host, Dylan Branscombe, and up above me is the bearded pog champ, Ethan Justice. What's up, playa? How are you?
Glad to be back. Yes, sir.
All right. He said, good to glad to.
Yeah, messed up.
And then next to Ethan is the engaged, three-eyed Raven, Braven Arrington. How are you doing tonight, sir?
I'm doing, my brain's fried. I DM'd so much.
They do a D&D campaign. He just got done with it. Or another one of the campaigns. I don't know how many campaigns.
Yeah, we're doing, as of right now, about to start up our second one. And I'm about to start up DMing a second one. And I'm going to maybe murder myself later. So,
Braven.
I'm probably not going to. I'm probably not going to do that. I'll be honest. I really kind of don't want to. I really would rather just stick with the one.
Yeah, just stick with the one, pal.
And then the only other D&D thing I do is Baldur's Gate 3. So that'd be it.
Oh yeah. But
if you haven't seen it already, we stream Baldur's Gate 3, me and Ethan, and sometimes maybe Dylan. But if he wants to get into it, yeah. But there'll be probably a video about that game later on.
We're having such a good time. It's so good.
It's so much fun.
Probably one of my favorite games of the year. Anyways, We're not talking about that. But joining us for the first time ever, and hopefully many more times because we love this guy, is Special Agent Wick, Chadwick Leonard. What's up, playa? How are you, man?
What's up, guys? Thank y'all for having me on this evening.
Oh yeah, you are welcome, pal. Well, today we are talking about a game series that me and Braven, for the longest, even Ethan, I don't think for the longest time, we were like, we are never touching this nerdy crap ever. This looks so nerdy.
This man below me, I don't like him right now. He's the one that got me really into it.
So nerdy. I don't know if I want to play it. But then a game came out this year. We're not talking about it today. We'll talk about that later. But Final Fantasy 16 came out.
Two of us still need to finish it.
Yes. Final Fantasy 16 came out. And I heard great things about it. And I was like, okay, I might need to get that game. But I think I need to play the other ones just to get a feel for what it's like. So, we are talking about today Final Fantasy 15 and 7 Remake all on the same podcast. By the way, us three, me, Ethan, and Braven, never played them before until these two. Chad is a freaking vet. So, he was like, guys, you guys need to play these games. These games are freaking awesome. So, Braven, you're going to say something?
So when I went over to Chad's house and he showed me all the Final Fantasy games he has, I was like, yeah, you have more experience than all of us combined. It's not even funny. It's not. He showed me the original 7 too, him playing it. I was like, dang, this is a whole different world.
That's ridiculous. Chad, why do you love Final Fantasy so much?
Because because I've been playing it ever since I was a kid, and so pretty much every a game and just is its own thing. So every one is. And the end is different, and just in its own aspect, and it just that's why like I'm just so like hooked on the series, and just because it's just
And he ain't wrong about that.
yeah.
Ain't wrong. The stories I've played so far have been pretty good. Now, granted, I've only played 3. I've played 15, 7 Remake, and 16. Those 2 are finishing up 16. And then Chad has played all. He's played all of them.
He's played 1 through all. So
all of them. But yeah,
1
today
through 16.
today we are just focusing on 15 and 7. Like I've said, we can start by, I guess, giving a plot line of 15. Braven, I feel like you like 15 more than all of us.
I like 15 a lot more than all of y'all just because I like my boy Noctis, and I'm really I love the teleportation powers is what I really love.
Yeah.
And yeah, you were gonna say something?
I was
Sorry.
just agreeing with you.
Yeah, the teleportations are what's really drawn me to that game, and like the crew and Gladio hit him with the sauce.
Gladio hit him with the sauce. That's an inside joke that like whenever Braven, you played it, you finished it before I did, right?
Yeah, I finished it a week before you did.
Yeah,
I think.
you finished it before I did, and Chad, of course, played it. So I started playing it, and they wanted to watch me play it. Well, every time I would tell Gladio to hit somebody, I would say, Gladio, hit him with the sauce every single time, and it just kind of caught on. So now every time someone commands someone to do something, we just say, blah, 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 hit him with the sauce. So that's just, it's a stupid inside joke, but it was really funny at the time.
Oh yeah, it was great because we had the 4 crew is the future king Noctis, and along with his 3 bodyguards, Gladio being his main shield, and wow, shield that really relates to a different game. and then Ignis, which is his basically his advisor, and Prompto, which is his right hand man, his best friend.
Best friend, right?
And yeah. And basically, we follow a story about how Noctis is drained to become king, and how he will eventually take out all the main villain of the world, and he does so by sacrificing his life in the end, which is just a quick synopsis of the story. And yeah, it's definitely spoilers. It's
also a super
Stand out.
simplified version of the story because this game
it's
so convoluted. It's ridiculous. But
it is off the wall crazy.
It's insane.
All the time.
It's craziness. I don't even understand really what happens towards the end of it. I was just like, oh, this is sad.
Yeah, it's sad, and like I really enjoyed. I didn't enjoy the boss battles in the end. I think that's where Dylan and I completely agree. It was awful.
What happens is, so basically this whole time you're fighting, you get these like progressively in the game. What are they? Are they like king weapons? Is that what it is? Like the king's weapons or something? Like the souls of the past kings, they like leave these weapons in tombs and you go find them.
Yeah, ironically there's 15 of them.
Funny. But they're super powerful, but whenever you hit somebody with them, they drain your health. Correct? I am correct in saying that?
Yes.
So it's like you're doing a lot of damage to these guys, but also you're damaging yourself. Not to the level of you're damaging your enemy, but it's still like it adds up.
It's because it's a part of your body and you're technically hitting it with your body, but at the same time I'm like, really? Why are we doing this?
Yeah.
But
so like that was kind of crazy.
I like the positives about the game was I like the interactions between the brothers, like all 4 of them. Like they're not technically brothers; it's a brotherhood, is what it is. But I like the interactions between all of them, and I really liked the time skip. The time skip was crazy.
Okay, that was cool. That was cool.
Like I was like when you see like the little boy and he's like in the truck now, like grown man. I'm like,
that was pretty cool.
Dang, and it was like, who was it? It was Josh Park or something like that. Played him. Josh Keaton played him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What other positives do you have, Raven? We can just go around the group with how we think about the game.
Other positives was just like, well, I enjoyed like driving the Regalia with, like I said, the crew and all that. That was a lot of fun, and learning what Chocobo's in that game for the first time, just hearing Prompto sing it over and over again was kind of fun. So
I sing it now every time I see a Chocobo. So
I love the game, but at the same time, I want to stab somebody every time they say, "Hey, go back and replay." I'm like, no.
Yeah, no,
I
I don't
couldn't.
think I'll replay it.
Because my negatives are just the fighting mechanics of the game was kind of stupid at some points, and there was too many bosses in the end, and looting kind of really sucked in that game.
Ooh.
Looting sucked hard.
What would you give it out of 5?
Sucked. Out of 5, I give it a 3 or
3?
like 3.5.
Wow, so I'm a little higher on it than you are.
Yeah, I mean, I really like that game, but 7 Remake kind of took the cake for me. So
Yeah, we'll talk about
we'll get to that. We'll get to that monster in a minute.
All right.
Ethan, what'd you think of the story? You didn't play 15.
Yeah. Yeah. Little confession time, guys. I didn't play 15. I just watched a video on the story of it because that could be a negative for me, I guess. The combat was just not my type of combat.
He tried to
It
play
wasn't.
15. He did download it and
I
try to
did.
play it, and he just couldn't get into it because of
I kept dying, and it was not my type of combat. But for the story, I would say this may be able to be considered a positive and a negative. And I mean, it is this way with any Final Fantasy story. The story is very like big, grandiose. But I feel like it can get too big at some points, where it's like y'all said, it's very convoluted. But that is one of my main things. It's awesome to see like just I forget what they're called. Gosh.
Summons.
Well, the summons, but also like the big creatures that.
Oh, like the Titan?
The
Titans and stuff.
What are they called in that game? Because they're called something else. They're
They're
not called
icons
summons.
and or wait,
Icons. Yeah, because that's what it is.
Yeah,
No.
well, they're called icons of 16 is what I'm saying.
It's not
Mhm.
icons. It's
Yes,
and it's
that's
something
16.
else.
I'll say it.
Doesn't
I'll
matter.
say
It
yeah,
is cool
they're
to see them,
To be
but-
summons. It's fun.
but yeah, that's about
Okay.
it for me. Because like I said,
I'll-
I don't have much to say about it.
the only. I'm add this to the summon thing. I like how one of them was evil. So, and his health bar became question marks, and
Oh,
It
yeah,
was like-
that was pretty cool.
yeah, that's the one boss. I was like, whoo, this is dope.
All right, well, next, Chado. What'd you think of 15, brother?
So this one was the and it was the and the of first one to not be iron based and just out of all of them just so uh, and then so with me playing like all the older ones and then so like I had to like adjust to it actually being like I can actually go here
Yeah.
and just not being just a straight path of hey like go down here and then you're there.
Yeah.
So the combat, like I had to get like and adjusted to it at first, but then like when I played it, like I did like it. I'm just like overall like it was a good game, yeah, but just it's I would say like it's in my top 10.
Out of 16? Or 17, maybe? Yeah, because there's like 7s technically. There's 2 7s, technically speaking.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, and there's technically the off stories like Price's Score. So
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
it.
Crisis Core, that's true.
Also, of course.
Okay, well, I think I gave it a 4. I was being a little
You did.
generous at the time.
yeah,
Probably.
I'm giving it a 3.5.
Um,
So I'm not being generous.
I think because the ending was good. I think that's where I
yeah.
was kind of like, oh, it was okay. It was a good ending. What things I did like, I liked the characters a lot. I thought they were explored very well. I think Noctis was a good character. I loved the group he had, and apparently they get more like backstory in the DLC stuff, which is cool.
Yes,
Which I
they
saw
do.
a video on. I didn't play it, but I liked all of them. I thought they were cool. The graphics look great for it being 2015. I want to say.
That was 2015.
Yeah.
I
That was
want to say
2015.
the cutscenes look
Yes, I think.
amazing, which I know Final
Yeah,
Fantasy
for-
has a like tendency to for cutscenes to look absolutely amazing. But
Yes,
know.
they
Final
do.
Fantasy's budget is like off the
Freaking
chain.
movie.
It's like all the way up.
yeah,
Like,
very pretty game in a lot of spaces. I liked the combat sometimes. I liked being able to like freeze the game because I know it was the first one that was like not turn based and it was like real action, or real time gameplay. But like I like being able to like not pause the game, but like hit the D-pad. I think is what it was, and be able to tell Gladio to do something, and then like hit another button and they do something, and then hit the other button they do something, and I hit him with my move. Like I was like, okay, this is kind of dope. I kind of like this a lot. And then like sometimes it would get to the point where like in the end, okay, we'll talk about the end since we've kind of hinted at it being bleh. But the end, you go through like all these different kings that were before you. I think that's kind of what the gist of it is. There's 4 kings, right?
there's 4 different kings.
Yes.
And I win. By King 3, I wanted to go ahead and say, you know what, y'all win.
Each battle's like an easy 15 minutes of like just hitting this thing with everything you have. And you're dying, and everyone's dying, especially freaking Prompto, because dude has like 2 health.
Prompto cannot keep his life alive in that game. It
like
is
2 health. And you're just
that
like,
one
oh
time,
my gosh.
He like stayed alive during one fight, and I was like, wow, you
Yeah.
did something.
Whoa,
Good job, buddy.
Good job, man. But all he does is freaking take pictures. That's all he does. But anyways, so like you're fighting it and you're like, oh my gosh, this is taking forever to do, and you just keep dying, and it's just like, oh my gosh, I just want this to be over, and like I just want to get to the end, please, please, please. And you get to the end, it's a satisfying ending, and it's sad, and they do the credits and they show all the pictures you took through the campaign, and like there's just all sorts of there's little cute stuff like that to where like riding in the regalia or whatever from point to point. And I saw, strangely enough, do y'all know who Video Game Donkey is? I'm assuming y'all do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we know his videos. Okay. Being Braven. His videos are not notoriously similar, or not similar. Notoriously like, not serious videos. They're most of the time like funny, like parody kind of things where he's criticizing a game, but he's not really. He's kind of just having fun with it. But he said like he liked the driving, and he was like, sometimes you guys are talking and you're cutting up and you're making fun of each other, and it's a really fun time. But sometimes you just sit there in silence. Your camera went really out of focus there, Ethan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ethan like got up and sat down, and it just like completely blurred the whole image. But yeah, and he was like, but then sometimes it's just silent and they don't say anything. It's kind of like life when you're with your friends. Sometimes you hang out, there's nothing to say. You just kind of sit there and just enjoy each other's presence. I was like, that's kind of dope. I like that too. So like, there's elements. A lot of it has to do with the character work, but the gameplay is fun enough until it gets really tedious towards the end, and you're just like, oh my gosh, I just want this game to end. And then that's because also I wanted to move on to 7 Remake because I heard that game's freaking awesome. So I was just like, oh my gosh, please have this game end. So if I could change my rating now, I'll probably give it like a 3 or 3.5. Probably around the same as the started one.
3.5 is kind of where I was placing it, just because I'm being generous. But that ending, like
a 3.
Yeah, it's a satisfying ending, but to get there, you're
time.
You're climbing that mountain, and you have no equipment.
Oh yeah, that's the
You're
other
just
thing.
free
So
climbing.
whenever you beat a boss, the reward doesn't pay off you beating the boss. So like you'll beat him and you'll get like jack crap, and you have to go fight the next one. Unless you do the weird glitch thing where you like go back in time and like go to the thing, and like I said, it gets really convoluted really quick.
Looting was horrible in that game.
Yeah, it was really, really bad. But yeah. So I guess that's all our thoughts on 15. That's all I can really think to say about it.
I say let's just move on.
Yeah, it was fine. Would I replay it? No.
Nope.
Yeah, and apparently there's also a bunch of outside stuff that was released.
There's
like
a
a movie and like a show.
Yeah, there's a CGI movie and a anime show.
Yeah.
And it's
Why?
like the movie has what's it called? Breaking Bad. Jesse Frick. What's his actor's name?
Aaron Paul?
Yeah, he's the main
Really?
character. Yeah.
That is really strange.
We need to cook.
Jesse.
Noctis, we need to cook.
Noctis. But yeah, okay, I guess we're going to move on from 15 and get to the real video game that we want to talk about today, that we all 4 have played, and we can actually talk about. So,
And
Yes.
7 Remake. I'm going to kick it off with Ethan this time, since this is the one you've played. What did you think of 7 Remake?
Gosh. Well, first off, starting with 15. That's the one I had initially played. I didn't go in with really high hopes, but once I got into 7, just the story and everything about it. First of all, the combat in this one, I love the combat
Serious
mechanics
upgrade.
in this one. Yes. But it absolutely just blew me out of the water. Like, I found myself playing that till sometimes 1 in the morning when I had to go in the next day. So it's like, it captured my attention very, very well, and it was just such a good game.
Okay, also I want to preface, if y'all didn't know, 7 Remake is obviously a remake of one of the most popular and probably one of the best games of all time in Final Fantasy VII. But it wasn't a remake. It came out like right before the game would come out. The developers were like, yeah, it only covers about like 10% of the original game. And it's like 30 hours long. And everyone was like, that doesn't make any sense. Why is that why? What does that even mean? Yeah. Then, we're going to talk about this. Then it turns out that it's not a remake of Final Fantasy VII. They're remaking the storyline of Final Fantasy VII based on like fate and like defeating fate and setting Sephiroth free from fate. Am I saying that correctly? Chad is giving me
setting all of them free from fate,
yeah,
I think.
Yeah.
Especially
even Zach.
Cloud.
Yeah. Yeah.
What the heck did I see in that?
Yeah. But
Ah.
that's basically what it does. And then it like leaves off with it being like, oh, now it's a fresh new story. 7 Rebirth is going to come out, and it's a whole new thing. Now, there's still elements from the old game, but it's going to be like a whole new storyline this time. And that's freaking dope.
There's one part me and Chad are really hoping doesn't happen in Rebirth.
Yeah.
And Chad, we had like what, an hour-long conversation about it the other day? And, and I was like...
And I told Braven, like, if it happens, like, I am breaking everything. Like,
Well, Chad, what'd you think of 7 Remake, buddy?
So when I was like into having it played, like, for the first time, like, I was like, and so I was like, and hearing it. And with the old one as well.
Yeah.
And it's like up until the end. Like I saw and just everything from the old one over to this one. But just so then when it got up at the ending, my like train of thought was like, so they are actually like remaking it like everything like on this game. I'm just like it is the same game, but though at the same time it isn't.
Yeah, that's really cool, and I love how like not only is it making like 7, it's remaking Crisis Core in a way too, because it shows the ending of Crisis Core with Zach dying and someone just dropped something. I live in an apartment with 3 other guys, so like it's pretty noisy sometimes. But yeah, so they show the ending at the end of 7 Remake. They show the ending of Crisis Core also, and you're like, oh, it's Zach, so we know he dies protecting Cloud or whatever. But then you defeat Fate or whatever, and then Zach just kind of just walks back into the city, and you're like, what the heck's going on?
Well, that's another thing. He walks back. He's brought to the future.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
He's brought to the future. Him and Cloud. Can I say my thoughts?
Okay, yeah.
Wait.
So there's gonna be 2 Clouds. Well, all right, we can't talk about Rebirth yet. We have to keep talking about Remake. But
How about that? Let's talk about 7. I want to say my thoughts from moving from 15 because I was like, oh, 15 is so cool. Like when I was originally like talking about the game, like. And moving to 7, and then I finished the story first, and then me and Chad stayed up late night watching you finish it, Dylan.
Yeah.
And then we got to watch Ethan finished it,
Yeah.
and all 3 times watching it, I'm like, this is great.
Yep.
It's like it doesn't change.
It doesn't change my feeling of it. I'm like, this is amazing. This is just amazing storytelling, amazing visuals. Like, I like this team a lot more than I like the 15 team, because it's a lot more like 15. I hate, like, it's basically just like reskinned kind of people. All like they're all basically the same. Like, they're all brothers and stuff, but like they all kind of like act the same kind of at the exact same time. These are individual people brought together for the sole reason. Let's kill Sephiroth. Let's
Yeah.
change fate. Let's do this.
Tifa
And
has
it's-
my heart.
I want to quote Matt so bad. I want to quote him so bad
Okay.
right now.
Okay. Hold on. I will. So we're
Please.
playing. Who is playing it? Is it Ethan? Or
No,
Braven?
it's you. No, it's you.
No,
It's
it was
you.
me?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
it
so
was
I'm
you.
playing. Matt doesn't want to
Me-
play
me-
these games, so he likes
Me
to
and
watch.
Chad.
Yeah.
Me and
you-
Chad were watching you,
Yes.
and along with Matt.
along with Matt. You guys know Matt. Elvis Love, Hip Thrust, and Jealous Rock, and Matthew Morrison. Okay, so we were watching, and crap, what's her name?
Tifa.
Tifa. I keep thinking Tiff, and I was like, it's not Tiff. Tifa. Tifa's on screen, and Matt goes, he goes, "Hey, yo, Tifa kind of fine though."
No, he said kind of bad.
Kind of
He says
bad.
kinda-
Kind of bad though.
And at that moment, Chad lost it all. He said he was like, "Shut up, don't
Shut
talk."
up, Matt. It was so funny.
Shut up, dude.
It was so funny.
It was the funniest thing.
We were
He was
laughing
going
about
off.
it so long. Oh,
It's
man.
still to this day, it's still going, and
Yeah,
that's
it's
like
still
what,
brought up.
4 months ago now. I'm
Oh
like,
yeah, it's great. But yeah. So Braven, you kind of encompassed your thoughts there. You have anything else to say about 7 Remake?
yeah. I was gonna say, like, watch like these group of individuals, Tifa, Aerith. What's she's calling the other one? There is one. I
Aerith?
can't remember.
Aerith?
Eris, yes,
Yeah,
Eris.
Eris.
Barrett, come
Aerith.
on now. Barrett the
Tifa,
goat.
Barrett, Cloud, and Red. I liked the addition of
Red,
Red.
yeah.
He was dope.
Yeah.
I loved all that character, that 5 team going at Sephiroth. I loved our side characters, Biggs, Wedge, Jesse. Loved all 3 of them, and even like some of like the Johnny one. He cracked me up as well. I was enjoying him.
Just because he was Yuri. Just because
yeah,
he's Spider-Man.
Exactly.
When you hear him, you're like, oh my god,
Love.
that's Spider-Man. That's crazy. But
But like the story, the visuals, the aspect of this world, it like just it's not suffocating like 15 was. It's
Yeah.
like you like very immersive. You feel like you're there. It's so
Relatable
beautiful.
characters, yeah.
No.
Very relatable characters. I had it was so weird, but I had a blast in what was it? Wall.
Wall City or Wall
What?
Town.
Wall Market.
Wall Market.
Wall Market, yes, Wall Market.
I remember it was
I
like
had a blast
Walmart.
in
I was like Walmart, and they said Wall Market. I was like, oh, it's like okay, very
Yeah.
similar.
Wall Market. I had a blast in Wall Market. My favorite mission, other than the Fate missions, my favorite mission is climbing the tower. That was so much fun to me.
Oh, Comet Tower's so good.
Mhm.
And then the Ghost one's really good too. I really enjoyed the Ghost one.
You liked that one a lot. I think it was good.
I did. I really did like the Ghost one a lot, just because I was like, "Oh, this is really cool." And
Yeah,
Kind of
then,
annoyed me. That was whatever.
But
yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on it. I mean, yeah, I really love the game. I give it if I had to give it anything, I'd probably give it like a 4, probably 5 out of 5. I'll be honest,
that's not a bad take. To be
5 out of
honest.
5 for me.
I will.
I
say,
gave
I
what?
agree.
I was gonna say I will say at the end I had to have somebody explain it to me. So y'all
Oh yeah,
just had to
I-
play.
That's fine.
It's a
That's
little
completely
confusing
fine.
at the end.
It gets
Yeah,
really
you
Kingdom
can
Hearts
tell-
towards the end.
Yeah, it's like does a big old
Yes.
switch.
Listen,
Chad, you know I'm right.
play it or to understand it. Okay,
You know I'm right.
Also,
it's,
gotta-
it's not that hard. Okay.
But
I was gonna say, I got a picture here that encompasses everything. You can't see that, can you? There we go.
oh yeah.
Oh,
just how
that's
early
them
the game
walking
is.
off.
beautiful. I love that.
That's the
Now, granted,
So
when I was playing
good.
16, I sent like 4 pictures in the Discord. I was like, "Oh my gosh, look at this!
Yeah,
look
you
at this
did.
part I'm at right now. This is crazy."
I'm
but
at 2
anyways.
of them. I don't
Yeah.
know. I've passed 2 of them so far.
Yep. But anyways, so I gave the game a 4.5 out of 5. Awesome. I remember going into it and being like, I'm not really excited after 15. Like, I'm kind of like Final Fantasy'd out right now. But then the first mission, the first like cutscene, you see Aerith with the flower and it zooms out, and you see all of what's the city's
Midgar.
name?
Midgar.
Midgar.
Edgar.
You see all of that, and you're like, ooh, okay, this is kind of interesting. And then Cloud jumps off the train, and the score starts going crazy.
Dude, this score is so good, man.
The score is one of the best things I have ever heard in my life. I've raved about the score to these 3 like a million times. There's been points where I'm like playing something, or I'm playing it, and like I'm running through it, and I'm just like, I'm like doing this while playing. Like I'm like just like bopping my head because it was so good. And like, and as soon as I jumped off the train and the score hit, and you start talking to Barrett, I was like, all right, I'm in. This is sick. This is already so much. I'm already so much more enthralled with it than 15. And but so like and the action too. Wait, who else used the Buster Sword the whole time besides me?
Oh, not me.
Me and Braven. Me and Braven played it the correct
What's up, my
way.
boy? What's up,
You
my
don't
boy?
play it the correct way.
No, we played it the correct way. Because
We played it the correct way.
the thematic significance of keeping that Buster Sword with you.
I'm
Chad
not
even
gonna-
pointed it out.
Chad hates us. I'm letting Chad.
Yes and no.
I'm not gonna struggle with a lower class.
I didn't struggle. I'm just good at the game.
Same.
I'm just good at the game, bro. I didn't struggle. Last time I saw you were struggling with a dang house. Now, granted, that boss battle was pretty hard.
That house
But-
is insane.
Hell House.
Yeah, Hill House.
Warn me about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I know. We were at that part. That's why I wanted to watch because I was like, "Oh, I know what he's about to fight."
Dude, when you pulled up that fight, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
this is gonna be great. This
That
is
was
gonna
the
be
first
wonderful.
difficult enemy you face. In this
But
whole
I would say one of the best boss battles in the
Smash
game.
my foot.
I love that
Yeah.
boss battle. I think it was so good. What was I saying? Crap. I was just saying something. We started talking about the Hell House.
The Buster Sword.
Oh,
The Buster Sword.
I used
Chad-
Buster Sword
I
the whole
wanted-
time.
I wanted to get Chad's opinion on it because he was so mad because I didn't even upgrade anybody. I didn't.
Okay, that's crazy that you didn't do that.
That is
I at
right.
least did that.
I didn't
insane.
upgrade, and I beat it before.
That is insane.
I beat it before all of y'all, and that was great. Except Chad. Chad, you're
Okay,
close
I was
to
playing
this. You're
Survivor
playing
also
all
at the
day.
time. I was playing 2 games at the same time, so cut me a little slack.
I was too.
I was playing Survivor. Survivor's like long though.
It is.
It is really.
Yeah,
long.
it was long.
I have like 40 hours in that game now. I'm trying to 100% it. But anyways, that's
Dude,
besides-
watching Chad play that game was insane.
Yeah. Let's
Chad
not
was-
talk about Chad playing Survivor.
Chad was having a tough time playing that game.
Let's not talk about it. Let's
But
not talk about it.
anyways, so 7, yeah. So like the Buster Sword, using it the whole time was so fun. I upgraded the Buster Sword like crazy, and then I upgraded everyone else also. So they're the one I switched weapons with them like the whole game. Like I was constantly switching out her like Tifa's little like gauntlet things and Aerith's staff. And
I did
her
that.
moves. And upgrade them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because I showed him the upgrade tree, and he was like, "Dude, I haven't even seen this screen before." And I was like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, I was like, oh wait, yeah, I completely forgot about that because I stopped playing 7 for a while to play don't even remember what other game I was playing at the time. Because like when they first like did the introduction, I stopped playing 7. And I was like, oh, this is really good, but I gotta finish this game first. Got started first.
I don't know what you're.
Can't remember what it was. I can't remember. I was playing like 2 games at the same time.
Yeah, granted, me and Braven have been playing so many video games. I'm video gamed out right now.
Me too.
Oh yeah, Ethan too. Like in Chad.
Um,
Chad was playing video games.
I'm about to say, Jazz been going nuts on video games recently. I was like, dang, bro.
Yeah, but
Bro's been on Rust for like the last week, and I'm like, bro.
freaking Rust. But yeah, so the Buster Sword the whole time, it was really dope. Everything with the action is so freaking fun. Just like, oh my gosh, when you hit someone, it feels like I don't know, it just feels different for some reason.
Feels
I don't
genuine.
know. Yeah. What's up?
My
Feels
favorite
genuine.
part, something kind of like you said, Dylan. I like dashing in, and then I think it was X. You click X, and then you can choose to like the triple slash. Y'all wouldn't know about that.
Yeah, we wouldn't know about that because we didn't use
Yeah,
that
like-
sword. But yeah,
Because some
dash
people
in.
didn't upgrade.
Yeah. But like dash in and then automatically just hit him with that. It's just
But like hitting with Punisher mode too. So if you're getting really frustrated, you just go into Punisher mode. You just absolutely just wreck the whole room.
Yeah.
Everything to do with the action and the score, and then of course the story is great. Every time Sephiroth showed up, I was like, "Oh my gosh, Sephiroth's on screen right now." It's crazy. Also, I played Super Smash, so like, I was like, "Sephiroth, I know that guy." I was like, I know this one. What was I about to say?
Sephiroth is such an intimidating villain.
Yeah, so good. And then the ending of this game, I was just enthralled with like them being like, "Yeah, we have to change fate." And then I remember asking Chad, I was like, "Is this how the regular game goes?" He's like, "Nah, bro. Everything like this is where it gets different after this." And I was like,
I went quiet to let you experience it, and then I forgot to unmute my mic, and I was like, "Wow, I missed all of that. Great."
Yeah.
You're like, "Where's Braven?" I'm like, "I forgot to unmute. I just forgot to unmute."
Yeah, but this game is absolutely amazing. The story's great. The only reason I took half a point off is extremely anime when it comes to its acting, and sometimes it puts me off.
The random noises is always hilarious.
Lots of grunting and sighing and like
the sun.
like yeah. Oh, the sun.
Get him.
Oh, I say that too a lot. Too. Yeah.
Get him.
Yeah. So
I love that.
Whenever you call a summon in this game, which for a lot of the time it's Ifrit. Now you can get other ones. There's like Bahamut and.
See, if you're just playing the game just to play the story and you're just to get through it, like we did, just because we were like wanting to really play this game and just like understand the story and catch up before Rebirth, you will only get Ifrit. Now, if you're a hardcore gamer like
Chad.
our special guest today, you can have all of them, which is there's 6 if I'm not mistaken, correct? There's Bahamut.
There's Ifrit, Shiva, Ramu. He's in the Yuffie.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I did.
You get and Leviathan, and Hamut, and then you get the fat chocobo.
Oh right, you showed me that.
You get a fat chocobo.
I remember that, and he's got like what insane HP, right?
Then you get the regular chocobo.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get took a chick, which it's just a
what in the world?
Child. Yes. Yeah. And then there's one more. It's called Carbuncle or something like that. But yeah, there's like 9. Yeah.
Which, if you pay attention in 16, some of those are icons in 16.
Yes.
Or not.
Yes. Which, speaking of that, like, where's Titan? Like, he's not in this game.
Anyways, we're gonna keep going on a.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Wait, you're talking about Titan in 7?
7. Yeah, 7. Yeah.
Oh, I was like 16. I was like, I'm sure you've gotten that point.
You get him like later.
No, I'm not talking about 16. I'm not talking about 16. I'm talking about 7. Like is he not in?
And you get him like way like.
Oh, like Rebirth.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. So cool. He may be in the.
Okay.
All right, so you're saying like in the original game, you get him way later in the storyline than what? Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. All right.
Cool.
Because there's also the one that's the lightning one. I can't remember what it's called.
Ramu. Yeah.
Oh wait, yeah, you mentioned that one. Never mind. I'm wrong. Sorry. Forgot.
I just played that part in 16, so I
know. Yeah. So like, whenever you summon one of them, the Cloud says like 1 or 2 lines, and one of them he just like goes like this, and he goes, "Get him," in that tone. You're in the fight, and the score is ramping up, and you're like on your last breath, and you summon him, and he just goes, "Get him," and it's so monotone and it's so bad, but it's so funny at the same time. But yeah, I had a blast with this game, and I can't wait for Rebirth in what March? Is it February or March?
It's,
February.
Yeah. February.
Ooh,
Me
Ooh.
and Chad watched the
Dude, like,
gameplay trailer.
when that trailer
Yeah.
dropped, and as soon as like and like one of you two and Simi
Yeah.
and
Because I was
Dylan
watching
sent
State. I was watching State of Play, so I was like sending updates.
No, it was Dylan sending it, but me and Dylan were watching State of Play at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but me,
also when you had like sent that in, Ethan had walked in.
Oh, y'all watched it
the
together?
Door. Yes, at work.
Oh
that.
my gosh.
And then so like we were just like in the section, just wow, and just looking at it. And dude, like I was.
we were jumping up and down, like shaking each other. We were like, "Let's go!"
Yeah.
Every
I
time,
was so
I'm about to say
hyped for it.
there's so much hype for this game, and I'm really wanting more when it especially at the game Year Awards when they're gonna show trailers and stuff like that. I'm wanting another trailer then.
Yeah.
Just a final one. Because the gameplay we're seeing come out now for Rebirth, like me and Chad watched like some at work,
Mhm.
and like the resting thing, like there's like this option
Yeah.
for a pillow now,
Yeah.
and I was like,
like it's odd.
this is so odd, but yeah, so enticing. I'm like, why do we get this option? But okay, cool.
I hope it's not overhyped though. That's all.
I hope it's good.
Bro, like I hope it's so good.
Yeah.
I just
I'm-
stick with, don't mess with 7. Just keep going.
And like it is about to be like long as hell too.
Yeah.
Since it's on
Two discs.
separate discs.
Isn't it like 150 gigs? I think I saw something about that. It's like 40
Yeah, it
hours
is.
and 150 gigs.
Something like that. Yeah.
PS5.
My poor PS5.
Yeah, the PS5 is
Yeah.
going to sound like a jet taking off whenever you
Mhm.
load that game.
Dude,
It does it with
I get-
16. 16, you're like in the boss battles, and it's like freaking, it's about to explode because what's going
I
on
get
on the
to play
screen
that
is so ridiculous.
I get to play that on my 75-inch. I'm so happy.
Heck yeah, man. That'll be good.
Might come over for that.
But yeah,
You're
7
welcome.
remake, just absolutely amazing. I gave it a 4.5. Yeah, like that's just, if it wasn't for like the weird like anime-ish, and it plays into it a little bit. Like it's still executed very well. There's a lot of good writing. There's still a lot of good lines in it.
All the
Just some like
the
Doesn't
other-
take itself seriously either. So.
yeah, and it doesn't do that. And I'm not saying like it should have been acted better, and every game should be like a Last of Us like delivery type lines.
Yeah, no.
But like it was like there were points where it was so funny. Like it was just like, oh my gosh, why are they talking like this? Or like why whenever Aerith and Cloud like look at each other, they just go like, like it's just like it's dumb. It's so ridiculous. But yeah, that's my thoughts on that. But we've already kind of went into the conversation of Rebirth. We can keep going.
I would like to keep going for a minute.
Rebirth looks great. I'm gonna say it right now. From what I've seen, it looks so that like the gameplay trailer from State of Play was one of the best gameplay trailers I've ever seen in my life. Like it was like so good.
When
oh
go
Can we
go
talk about
go.
Can we talk about the moment in the trailer when you're like teaming up with Sephiroth? Like,
That's exactly what I was about to say.
Ooh.
When the swords like are together, I was like,
Ooh.
oh!
Oh,
And
yeah.
me and Chad watched that mission actually. We watched
Yeah.
it because it's out.
yeah, they released that.
Yeah. And we watched it. I was like, I looked at him. I was like, this is what I think it is, right?
Okay.
And he went,
I want to say something.
okay.
Zach took Cloud into the future, correct?
So
There should be 2 Clouds, correct?
there are right now 2 clouds.
Yes.
Correct. There are right now 2 clouds. There is.
So,
Go ahead.
go ahead.
No.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay. You're so polite. Shoot, now my brain went dead. No,
Dang it, man.
hey, listen, hey, age before beauty. You got me by 4 years and 30 minutes. So like, freaking go.
Explain it, Chad. What's going on?
So from what I am like processing is that when the team from Remake went out of the city,
Yeah.
and Zach went in.
Okay.
For that little portal type.
Yeah.
Yes. So there could be two separate, like, timelines, and where and to where Zach is now in Cloud's place.
Okay, that makes sense.
No.
So since Cloud is not like awake yet, and because of the situation that happened with him, Cloud, and and then Sephiroth. So then I think that he will probably not wake up yet, but then Zach will probably join Avalanche, and to where it might change up, to where it's Zach and not Cloud.
Okay.
That's a different perspective than I had, actually.
Braven, what do you
What are you
think?
saying?
This is a different, because here's the thing. This is going to be the first Final Fantasy game that we all play where we all know nothing of, like,
No,
Chad
none of
like
us
knows
will
a little
know.
bit just because of like what happens in 7, and like there are
Yeah.
elements of that in this game, but like where the story's gonna go, all four of us have no clue. So like,
They kill Aerith. I'm gonna
I'm gonna kill somebody, like an eye for an eye.
And when they killed Aerith and just like in the OG, like I cried like a child.
She's one of like the most
Even
famous
though
video
I-
game deaths of all time. Like she's
Mhm.
As a child, like I
This is new
cried.
to me.
Oh well, everyone
You
knows
didn't
it.
know.
Well, everyone. This
Yeah.
is different. This is different. This is different. This is a different game.
All right.
Might not happen.
Different game. Hopefully.
Let's-
Maybe
Because the place where they're ending this game is the place where she died.
mhm.
changing fate.
Changing fate. That's
Changing
true.
fate.
That is true. Changing fate. But if they don't change it, we riot.
Oh yeah, we riot, bro. Now,
Yeah.
granted, I am
Right.
team Cloud and Tifa, but they kill
Same
Aerith.
here.
100%.
But
If they kill Aerith, I'm gonna light a house
Gotta
on
have
fire.
it.
I don't know. Do
Oh.
something. Commit arson. You know, it just seems like a reasonable reaction to that. So
okay, I had a different point of view because I recently just played the Yuffie stuff, so I was like, oh, this is a lot different than I thought it was. Because at the same time when they're passing, what I thought was happening, the same thing as Chad was like, oh, there's two separate timelines now. That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
But at the end of the Yuffie stuff, Chad goes to the church to see Aerith again. Not Chad, sorry.
I was like,
Zach.
Chad's in the game.
Yeah, Chad. Zach goes to the church to see Aerith again, and when he does, it's all the people in there are mourning the loss of Sector 7. So I'm like, wait a minute. There's two Clouds in the same timeline now. Is what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting now. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute.
Or could
So, because that's why everybody was at the church, because no one really went to that church before Sector 7, collapsed in on itself. So,
be. Yeah.
and the church is Sector 5. And there's a whole bunch of talks at the like when the State of Play trailer came out. Zach hands Cloud off to the girl that talks bad about Avalanche over in
Yeah.
Sector 5, and you see that the building was attacked, like the Shinra building, in the news that Zach is watching. That just happened. That everything just
It could
happened.
be. It could be that there's two of them in there.
But I'm also very confused because another trailer Rebirth shows Shinra taking Tifa, Barrett, Aerith, and Cloud, taking their bodies
Oh,
away.
yeah.
Ethan, what you got?
I'm confused.
I did have a thing they might do with it, which would be cool to see. Maybe they'll jump from like timeline to timeline, So maybe there's multiple different timelines where different stuff happens.
Yeah.
This
I don't
game,
know.
this game could get wild.
This game
Like
is going
Kingdom
to be
Hearts
off
wild.
the wall.
Kind of like a multiverse of madness type deal.
I wouldn't say it's that wild, but I'm just saying, y'all play it. Play it.
I know.
Dude,
No,
I'm on a
You
backlog of
didn't-
games right now.
you didn't get the text I said the other day. He going no. But the text I sent the other day was, I'll probably go after Kingdom Hearts after I finish every single other game I'm playing right now.
yeah, and Baldur's Gate's like 100+ hours. So.
Shut up.
Like 100+ hours.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's like
Baldur's Gate is insane.
it's huge.
We're only
James
halfway
Lit-
through then.
James literally
Yeah.
told me and Kanan tonight. I told him we're level 6 in the campaign.
Yeah.
He said, "Oh, and you're about to leave Moonrise?" And I was like, "Yeah." He said, "You need at least be level 8 before you leave." And I was like, "At least?" And he was like, "Yeah."
I think we
So-
can get there.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later because I'm
We'll
playing this
talk it
game.
out.
I'm playing that game after this. But Ethan, you're getting on. Anyway, this basically was 7. I mean, yeah, like you said, it can get crazy, but at the same time, I welcome it. I'm
Oh, yeah.
so excited. I looked up a Buster Sword, and James sent me one
How much?
from a little over 200, just a little over 200.
That's
And
honestly
I'm
not
so-
horrible.
It's not bad, and it's real metal, and I'm so tempted to buy it. And he sent me Kratos' axe.
Ooh.
Same price. I am going in financial debt, maybe. So,
All right. Well, do you have any more thoughts on Final Fantasy VII Rebirth? Where we think that's going to go?
I
good
was
try,
just gonna-
boys.
What was that, Ethan?
Yes, sir. I was just gonna say, like, off of Braven's, just like I'm completely bought into the story. So wherever it goes, I'm there.
Yep. It's kind of like Fast and Furious for me. Like, I'm just in at this point. You know, the movies suck. I don't care.
Part of the family.
Yeah, I don't care,
Dude.
I'll be first in line for the next 2. I don't
I was
care.
gonna say if I'm shamelessly promoting the Final Fantasy VII movie because I think me and Chad are the only ones that watched it. Not
Dude, it's so
bad. It's not bad. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed
good.
my entire time during it.
What
It's
is it? What is it on?
It's,
So it's
I think it's on Prime.
after the original 7 game.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
it takes place.
If you watch the original 7 game, like there's the quick synopsis of it, it's
Yeah.
40 minutes. The movie's like over an hour and a half long, but it's
If that.
so good.
Okay.
It's got that Final Fantasy VII written straight into it, and for those who really like the crew, Vincent and Sid and all that,
Oh man.
it's very good. And Cloud's bike is the dopest bike I've ever seen in my entire
Motorcycle
life.
fights were awesome.
Where you're just
You haven't seen nothing if you haven't seen his bike. His actual bike.
It's like
Oh.
actual
Holy-
like he gets.
It's named
Like-
Fenrir. That is the
Oh, that's cool.
that is so. It's got a wolf on the front of it too, and I'm like, this is the coolest bike I've ever seen.
That's pretty sick.
Like, I was nerding out so hard, and I was like, and they actually have a real life version of that bike too in Japan. I'm like, I
Braven's
want.
like, I'm not buying.
No, I'm not gonna buy it.
It's
I'm
super
gonna
unpractical.
not
But yeah, any other thoughts, guys? All right. Well, that concludes today's Hog Rider Gaming episode. What's the next one going to be? Is it 16?
So we have a few others that we're going to do in the near future. I'm just going to go ahead and recap for everybody. We will be doing 16 with our special guest, Chad, still returning.
Woo!
Chad will be a returning character, yeah. Because I'm just
Character.
so
Recurring
I'm
character.
the main character now.
I've been DMing. Give me a minute. Anyway, recurring guest for the next few that will be coming out. We will be doing that Final Fantasy 16. We will be doing a Mortal Kombat 1 tournament. I am
Excited for that one.
Yeah, me
very
too.
excited for that.
Me
It will
too.
either be recorded or it will be streamed or both. Kind of
We'll
want to do both.
Yeah, we'll see.
But guess that will be appearing in that. So far, to what I know, will be the main 5 Hog Riders. Chad, Fahim will be returning. Hopefully Ben will be returning. I haven't talked to him, but I will. Brittany, I believe, is returning. We will have another special guest, and a special guest that will be in our Baldur's Gate video, because we will be doing a Baldur's Gate video.
It's about to be long.
Yeah, that's gonna be a long video.
God,
But we'll have another special guest, and I think a last special guest, if I'm not mistaken. One more. I might be wrong, but
we'll figure
I
it
think
out.
there's 12. There's 12 people in this, and I'm fighting Matt first, so I'm very excited. Brittany's fighting Ethan, so I apologize in advance.
Brady's the goat.
She brutality'd me today. It was very humbling. Anyway, there's that one. We'll be doing Spider-Man 2, which will be coming out in 4 weeks. Now the video will be coming out in 4 weeks. The game's coming out in 2.
2 weeks. 2 weeks, baby. 2 weeks.
Very exciting for that.
Oh yeah.
It might. Honestly, the video might be coming in 3 if we get done fast. I'm playing it till I finish the story, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So the video will be coming out in 3 to 4 weeks. Probably 5 if recording will be done in 3 to 4 weeks, but the 5 will be by the time it'll come out 5 weeks. We're doing the 5 games.
Oh God.
As of right now, we're doing 5 games. I might change my Mortal Kombat 1 to Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed, Metal Gear, Starfield, Tears of the Kingdom, and then Diablo 4. Those are the 5 games.
Can I change my Starfield to Lies of P?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. I don't care.
Whoop, whoop. I can talk about both, honestly.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, you can talk about both because I might talk
that.
about Mortal Kombat 1 and
Chad, you do need to play it.
Yes, I do.
I need to talk about Mortal Kombat 1 and I need to talk about Assassin's Creed because they're both really great games. I'm really enjoying both of them. But there's like I said, there's the 5, there's Spider-Man 2, there's Baldur's Gate, and then there's Final Fantasy 16, and then the Mortal Kombat 1 tournament. I believe that as of right now, that should be all that is coming out within the next few months. We still have our Game of the Year awards predictions and our live stream of us reacting to it. And then after that, we go right into Rebirth, immediately into Rebirth. And Chad will be returning to that one as well.
So excited.
Oh yeah.
Because I believe all of us is getting it as soon as it comes out.
Yeah. I'm pre-ordering it when I can.
Ordering it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I'm pre-ordering it.
yeah. I'll pre-order whenever I get a chance to. I got too many games to play right now to
too.
really focus on that. But yeah, I believe that should be all, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, I think that's all. There's nothing on Hog Rider Radio exactly. We are supposed to be getting pigskin recaps coming up soon. I know that's revived.
Yes,
'Cause
we had issues last time.
There was a lot of recording issues, but it will be returning to the front page of Hog Rider Radio. I like how it's like multiple divisions now. I'm really enjoying this.
Yeah.
And there will be maybe more to come from that stuff as well. I'm
Holiday
going
special.
to go ahead. Oh yes, we have holiday special. You're correct. I completely forgot about the holiday special. Holiday special. I actually have a lot planned for this one.
Just know it'll be
Max
around the
said
same time. It'll be live stream on Twitch. Yeah.
it'll be live
Whole
stream on
9
Twitch around the same time. A lot of surprises. Something I haven't even told the guys about, and I'm just gonna leave it at that for that. And I'm just gonna say, join us on Discord. We're really getting a lot more people on Discord right now, and I would really like for more people to come.
Make it active. I'm pretty active on there.
Popping off.
Yeah. I'm pretty active on there. I try to keep all stations like kind of.
We've got new people left and right coming in. Friends.
Chad. If you want to meet Chad, he's in there.
Yeah, Chad's in there. We got a few other guys in there. Fahim's in there now.
Kanan
Kanan is in there.
Kanan.
We got like I said, we have a few other people here and there talking about this. Talking about the Discord. Sorry, my brain went dead.
No, you're good.
But I'm getting an upgrade to the Discord in approximately whenever I get a new job, and then I'm playing. Whenever I get enough money to upgrade my Discord to Nitro, and then because when I upgrade this Discord to Nitro, you're gonna want to be there for that because that means we get levels and this whole thing. And fun thing we can probably start doing. I'm just going to throw the idea out there in this video.
Oh, God.
Well, just wait. Yeah, there's a lot of information I've just been in store. We haven't done one of these videos in a while.
Yeah.
But there might be this coming up, depending on if Hog Rider Radio is willing. All 5 participants willing to do this. Reactions.
To what?
Reactions to anything. Movies, shows, trailers.
Okay.
So, because we are, with Discord Nitro, we are allowed to stream 10 minutes of something on a lot of editing.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. Hey, we're looking for an editor.
Honestly, yeah, I'm throwing it out there. Editors, if y'all want to come in here, yeah, I'm
we are looking for an
with it.
editor. We are looking for an editor. We are willing to talk. So, yeah.
We can't pay you a lot, but if you want to be a part of our crew, we're pretty cool guys. So,
yeah, hogriderradio@gmail.com. Please email us. Thank you.
Yep.
Please and thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, please and thank you.
Is that it, Braven?
That's it. That's all I had. I had so much that I've been wanting to say, but we haven't had a video in so long, and I was going to send you a note whenever Pigskin got up, but it never got up, and I was like,
It's okay.
ah.
It's okay. All right. So
We'll be fine.
Yeah.
We'll be fine.
That's all the updates that we have. If you want to follow any one of us, if you think that one of us is cooler than the other person, all of our socials will be in the description below, including our guest Chad here. He will also be in the description below. All of his stuff, his Instagram. What else do you want in there, Chad? I don't know. Your Twitch, maybe? Do you have Twitch?
Yeah, sure.
You have Twitch?
Yes, I
Okay,
do
cool.
have Twitch.
Instagram, Twitch, yeah. It'll all be down in there. If you want to follow our Hog Rider Radio specific stuff, our Instagram, and yeah, that's basically it on there. Our Instagram is up, and our Twitch also for live streams and stuff like that will be in the description below. Our Discord link will also be in there. Join. It's a good time. Yeah. So yeah, that's about it. What's up, Braven?
No, I was just gonna nothing. I was gonna let you. I was throwing my hand up, bud. That's all.
Well, I love you guys, but you have to say it back.
Like and subscribe on YouTube.
You guys have a wonderful day. Boom. We are done. Wait. Okay, there it is.
Okay. Oh, I was about to say, if you would have been like, oh, it didn't record, I would have been like, oh, that's wonderful.